record and say hello, good evening, welcome. Thanks to those families who are here this evening. And if you couldn't make it, then, well, I'm recording this right now. And if you couldn't make it, then you're watching the recording. So I'm just going to go ahead and just make it real quick. And just kind of go over the details. And then if the families who are on have any questions, you can ask me those questions. And then we'll go ahead and we'll go about our evening. So thank you once again for allowing your child to attend the CADA Area E Student Leadership Camp as a presenter. There are only 3 schools sending students to present, and we are one of those 3. So thank you once again. This is a great honor and a great opportunity, not only for your child to use their leadership skills, their presentation skills, their speaking skills, but also really just to talk about all the great things that they're doing in RioTV and the ways that they are benefiting the school through the ways that they inform, engage, include, and inspire in RioTV. All right, so first of all, for everyone, we are going to be, we'll be at the Pasadena Convention Center, and the entire group, the majority of the Rio Norte delegation is the ASB students. They're actually traveling on a bus. So if you are on the bus group, and that is 5 of the students in our RioTV group, you'll be leaving at 6:30 a.m. So bright and early. I'm guessing that they're leaving from the front of the school. That would seem to make sense, since at 6:30 a.m. there's no early drop off. So probably at the front of the school. I don't think they're going to be in the bus loop. So I would recommend, for those of you who are going to be leaving with Rio ASB, that you be at the front of the school 6:15, 6:20, or at least plan to get there, just in case, you know, things happen or whatever. And you want to make sure that you get to the school on time. Of course, I will not be there because I will already be in Pasadena, but you'll be checking in with Miss N, our ASB director. She will have, because you're going to give me your permission slip tomorrow, Monday, in class, and then you'll make sure to check in with Ms. N. She'll have you on your list, or on her list, and then you will travel with the Rio ASB group on the bus to Pasadena. That should get you there in plenty of time so that everyone arrives before the conference even begins. So and then for everyone, once the 4 presentations conclude, so I think if I showed you, I think that schedule, the one that I showed you on the back of the folder, I think is still correct. Essentially 4 presentations. There's like a 9:30 to 10:30, 10:30 to 11:30, 11:30. No, wait, hold on, back that up. I think an 8:30 to 9:30, 9:30 to 10:30, 10:30, 11:30, 11:30 to 12:30. At 12:30 approximately, there's lunch, so everyone will get fed. And then after lunch, there's like a dance, there's a DJ, and so you can hang out and party. And then you just have to make sure that we'll find out from Ms. N when the bus is rolling, and then we'll set up a meeting time in place so that you meet the ASB group. Of course, I will be there at that point, and we'll, you know, the whole Rio Norte group will have lunch together, and then do a little dancing, and then get back on the bus. Probably getting back on the bus 1:30-ish or so, 1:30, 1:45. So we make sure to get an on-time return back to Rio Norte at 3 o'clock. Really quickly on lunch, it's like at least it has been in the past, like a box lunch that includes a sandwich and a piece of fruit and a cookie or something like that. So if you have any special dietary restrictions, gluten-free, vegan, anything like that, you just need to speak up. The conference staff is amazing, and the catering staff is awesome. And so you just need to, if you have any special dietary restrictions, you just need to speak up and say, hey, I need the gluten-free lunch, or I need the vegan lunch, or whatever the case may be, and they will have that ready for you. But most everything that's on the tables is going to be a turkey sandwich, and then the accompanying side dishes. So just make sure that you speak up so that you get what you need. Okay, so that is, and then finally, for the students who are arriving by bus, there will be like a donut and juice, or a donut and milk, something like that. So it's not going to be, there's not a breakfast included. So you probably want to eat something. If you're a breakfast eater, which hopefully you are, you'll want to eat a little something before you get on the bus, right? Or just, you could also pack a snack as well, because you'll be able to eat. You could eat during the presentations. That's fine also. If you want to bring a granola bar or some fruit or something like that, just, your eating habits best, and just know that there's no brunch, right? There's no like morning break. It's session, 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 session. And so you're going there's really no break. Now, obviously for our particular group, since you're not attending the workshops, there is kind of a break in that you're not presenting every session, right? So you can, if you have a snack or something, that you can eat that at an appropriate time, and you figure it out with your team and figure out, when you're not presenting, you can eat a snack, whatever. I trust that you will have that all worked out. Okay, so now let's speak specifically to the students who are coming in overnight. I did record a video, and so hopefully you had a chance to watch that video. But basically, just to recap, you're coming into the Sheraton Pasadena, and you'll be getting there between 4:30 and 5 p.m. In the email that I sent on Friday, the address is linked on there. You just click on the link, and it's the only Sheraton Pasadena. It's the one that is right behind the Pasadena Convention Center. So you will arrive at the Sheraton Pasadena, and then please make sure. Hello, Rishab. Oh, goodbye, Rishab. You will, for those people who are coming in, my 4 presenters, you're coming in the afternoon before. Please come in between 4:30 and 5 p.m. Because that's the window of time where I will be standing there in the turnaround, the hotel turnaround, and I'm just going to be collecting everyone, right? Like, you're just going to stay right with me with your luggage, with your stuff, and we're going to stay until we get 1, 2, 3, 4. Once we get our 4 presenters, then we'll go in, we'll check in, we'll get you settled into the hotel, and then we'll head on over. Dinner is going to be at Yard House in Pasadena. It's right across the street from the Pasadena Convention Center. That'll be at 6 p.m. You will be sitting with other students. There will be other student presenters who will be there, at least a couple of CASL students. That is the California Association of Student Leaders. That is the student wing of what we do. Bella DeVita, she may or may not be there. Bella is a former RioTV student. She is now in 10th grade at Academy of the Canyons. She serves on the Castle State Board. She is one of the media directors. And so we have RioTV alumni who are actually serving on the Castle State Board of Directors. So hopefully you get a chance to meet Bella tomorrow evening at dinner. And there will be other, it's not going to be just all adults. There will be students there as well. So then after dinner, then we will go back. That's when our team of 4, because you're going to be the ones presenting first, you will do a run through. We'll do one more run through, just kind of find a common area in the hotel. We'll sit down at a table, and we'll do one final run through, so that you kind of feel practiced and ready and prepared. And then by that time, it'll be probably close to 9 o'clock, which is about the time when you should be getting ready to go to sleep. And so then I will walk you up to your hotel room, give you an appropriate amount of time. There'll probably be a couple of students who are showering the night before, and then a couple more who will shower the morning of, and you'll kind of work that out schedule wise. And then should be no later than a 10 o'clock bedtime, because then I'll give you the time, the wake up call. I don't know that yet, but I'll figure out when breakfast is, because I will feed you. It'll be just kind of a standard sort of breakfast place where there will be fresh fruit and oatmeal and eggs and bacon and sausage, and it's just like a standard hotel breakfast place where you can get a hot breakfast, or if you just want to get, like a fruit or a pastry or something, you could do that as well. So then we'll get you set up so that you are all ready to go, and all your tech and everything is ready to go by the time, before the first presentation begins. Like I said, I think the first presentation, I'll double check the schedule. I think the first presentation begins at 8:30. And then we go through the day, and then you will trade off and present, do the tag team thing. And then all 4 presentations will be done, and then lunch, like I mentioned, and then the dance, and then you're back on the bus and headed back to Rio Norte. Everyone, all 9 of our RioTV delegation will be traveling back home together on the bus with Rio ASB, and you're scheduled to return, barring any bad traffic or whatever, scheduled to return at Rio Norte at 3 p.m. Okay. Well, I think I have shared everything and kind of gone through the day. So now is your opportunity, to those of you who are on the call here, to unmute yourself and ask any questions that you might have, or you can throw questions in the chat. It's been a while since I've taught a Zoom class with just seeing my face on Zoom. So I'm getting back into the swing of things. So what questions do you have?
Nothing on our side. Thank you very much for the explanation.
Oh, for sure. Yes.
Yeah, it was pretty detailed, Mr. Polito. Thank you so much for that. And I have no questions.
Okay.
Looking forward to it.
All right. Well, I'm looking forward to it as well. Well, good. It's we're a little out of practice because for this program that we're doing in Pasadena, it's the first time since before the pandemic. So we're excited just to kind of get back into the swing of things. It's been a while. It's been 3 years. Last time was 2019. So we're excited to get back into it and once again have Rio Norte students presenting and sharing their expertise with the other students, middle school and high school students of Los Angeles County. Okay, well, I'll give one more moment for questions. Anybody else have a question?
Quick question. Are you going to be recording the presentation of the kids just to watch them later or something like that? And maybe you can share with us?
You know what? I had not thought of that, but that will be, so why don't we go ahead and someone who is in this, who's listening right now, because so my role is I'm actually, because I am a volunteer with CADA, I am going to be making sure that everyone's tech is all set up. So I will be in the room when I can, but I also may be popping around and helping other people with their projectors or their speakers or other things. So I may not necessarily be in the room the entire time to record the presentation. However, we do have students who are experts at recording and capturing video because they do it all the time. So I'm sure that would be something that we can do. I never even thought of that. And actually, typically, we've only presented one other time back in 2019, but it was only 4 students. And so like it was all hands on deck and everyone was in presenter mode. So now that we have 2 presentation teams, it's possible now where it wasn't in the past. So that's a great question. And one of these people, Daniela, Georgia, Rishab, Ivana, one of you will make sure that you put yourself in charge of that. That sounds like a good idea. All right. Anything else? Thumbs up. Great. Okay. Well, let me do one more thing then. Let me go ahead and I will throw in the chat. I think everybody has this at this point. It's included in every single email that I send out in my little signature. This is my cell phone number. So please make sure if you haven't already done so that you add this to your contacts now. If there are any questions this evening or any questions during the day tomorrow, because I'm going to be getting ready to go and then shortly after school, as soon as production wraps up tomorrow after school, I'm going to be in my car and headed down to Pasadena. So I may not necessarily be checking email. So if you have any questions related to the conference, please make sure to just text me, or RioTV students, you can either text me or Slack me. Either way, just direct message me in Slack or text me, and then I can get back to you on that. Okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to go ahead and I will